Good evening, everyone. My name is Jaquise Moore. I am the host of this awesome page, Learning with Jasmine. It is day 11 of Autism Awareness Month, and oh my goodness, like we have covered so much so far. I hope that you can go back for those who do not know, for those who did not watch the entire show so far. You can come back to this page or you can go on YouTube. So you can do both. It doesn't matter. But definitely, we have a lot of things in store for you. Well, I have a lot of things in store for you. Oh my goodness. Come on. Wake up, Jaquise. But anyway, my name is Jaquise, like I said, and I am a mother who has a child who has autism. And this is basically what it basically is. This page is to bring awareness to the community, to also give you guys updates about Jasmine, and just for me to vent. I haven't vented like what I used to do. So now these type of little short times with you tonight, it's going to be a little venti moment. So we're gonna be talking about art therapy. Now I was super excited about art therapy because art therapy, I've always learned about art therapy or music therapy. The extra to it, to make um, a situation or someone who may not express their feelings can express it through art or through music. And so I really needed an art therapist for Jasmine. I just want to read to you guys um, something that I found. Okay, so how to get started with art therapy activities with children with autism. And so I'm sorry. No, here we go. Here we go. Art therapy activities for autism. Okay. Okay, so I'm just reading for what I read, what I found on a just a random, Google about art therapy. And so here we go. Okay, for decades, creative art therapies have been used in psychotherapy to enhance the mental, emotional, and physical well being of individuals across all age groups, particularly children. Okay, so through the art of through the art of creativity, therapists can help enhance a child's imagination, improve skills, and develop their ability to communicate. This approach is particularly beneficial among children with autism. Okay, and so now it's going to talk about how does art therapy help autism. Now it says enhance communication through creative enhance. Let me read again. Enhance communication through creative expression, improve imagination and greater abstract thinking, the ability to build stronger relationships while encouraging children with autism to see other people's perspectives, greater sensory interaction while improving coping skills, enhancing enhance development while building visual spatial skills, and greater emotional and sensory regulation, which has a positive impact on behavior. So, art therapy, I needed Jasmine to have art therapy. This is a very sensitive topic right now. For those who watched yesterday, it was ABA, and now this is a more emotional sensitive topic because the reason why. Okay. I needed Jasmine to have art therapy ASAP. Um, February of this year, that literally 2 months ago, my grandmother passed away. She was really sick. She was her, she was Jasmine's caretaker when I was not available to watch Jasmine. Moving forward, you could sense you could feel um, the grief in the home when losing. We just found out that she passed away. She was in the hospital, and Jasmine's behavior did not change. Was kind of weird because people were like, her behavior might, you know, just start flaring up, whatever. Um, but her body was reacting to it. That her body was reacting to it. That her bowel movements was out of control. It was uncontrollable. Now, for those who do not know, the majority of individuals that have autism, their stomachs already hurt on almost a regular basis. And to have that issue, it was crazy. Like I didn't know what to do. It was so heartbroken. It was so sad to really process those things, that her body was reacting to the anxiety of missing her great grandmother. Okay, 4th generation was in the house. Okay, and so that took a toll. That took a major toll on her, and um, I needed something. I needed someone to really help Jasmine with grieving. And here's another part of awareness: grieving, depression, internally could be with individuals with autism. However, their communications um, skills may not be up to par to communicate to individuals, like, versus, I'm sad, but like, why are you sad? That inner feeling. And so her body reacted to how she was feeling inside. And I needed some support. And I knew that having a regular counselor would not be effective right now, because not saying that she wouldn't be able to express her feelings, but I needed her to go deeper. And I knew that talking to a regular therapist would probably not be as effective as someone who's saying, draw how you feel. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. If you understand, yes or no, I see somebody looking here. Please just comment below, so I be clear on how I'm processing this to tell you guys. Okay. And so the art therapist um was supposed to be clear and understanding. That was, oh yeah. I'll help her with her grieving process. But I didn't hear, see, feel, have the conversation about her doing that, and was doing some other things that wasn't supporting her in the grieving process. Does that make sense? Okay, let's draw something about whatever. No, I need for you to go deeper into what something that may look like, rainbow and flowers and, sunshine and smiley faces. No, I want you to go deeper. And that was the purpose of having art therapists. So unfortunately, we don't have an art therapist right now. And it was interesting because she still said that a couple weeks ago, she still said that her great mother was still sick in the hospital. She's not. And so now, understanding that Jasmine is still holding something in and not fully understanding about death. Does that make sense, you guys? So, in order for me to, okay, I don't have an art therapist right now. I don't have whatever. I have to find out some things that I can do. And so we do talk about feelings. And so like maybe an hour ago, she was watching Daniel the Tiger. Daniel the Tiger has been my best friend. Daniel the Tiger and Elmo has been my best friend when parenting. And Daniel the Tiger was talking about feelings and how you can be angry but still not hurt anyone. And you can be sad and not go into depression. I was like, oh my goodness, they're using those words. Um, and so Daniel the Tiger, it's like her way of therapy, right? I remember we were watching Frozen play, and the part with the mother and daughter, the mother and the father in the boat, and they died. That was the story on the Frozen. And so I stopped the video and I said, what just happened to the parents? And she said, oh, they died because of the storm. And so I kind of went around the bush in the first day and talked to her about her great grandmother. And she said, yeah, she died. And I said, you want to talk about it? She said, no. But at least that's planting whatever it comes to me. And then like I'm not gonna talk to her about death again. I'm gonna talk to her maybe like another 2 or 3 months down the line to kind of see where she is because I don't have something, right? But the simple fact that there, sorry you guys, there is the simple fact that there is like a seed that's planted, right? Before there was nothing. It was just her body was just like reacting, and she was running around, but she was numb. If that makes sense, she wasn't really interacting with me when I was trying to talk to her about her grandmother who passed away. And so the only way for me to do that was to get somebody who was outsider looking in, but she wasn't really focusing on that. She was focusing on, oh, what did you do today? And type of thing. And that's not really what my focus was when I said I need an art therapist. Now, maybe there's a procedure, but just like a counselor, they were just like, you know, bring that report in, but they will also do what they were asked to do in that role setting. And so the simple fact that we do still draw and we talk about our feelings, and if it's not art therapy, it could be music. It could be, just talking about it. It could be a movie that you can correlate, like Frozen, the part, whatever the case may be, whatever the message you're trying to do. And so that's what art therapy, that was my side of the story of why she's not in art therapy anymore. But the the mindset, like I said yesterday, it's not the actual therapy, it might be the actual therapist. It just may not be right for your child. And I'm not throwing art therapy away, I'm not throwing ABAs away, I'm not throwing all those things away. It may not just be the right fit. The person might be the right fit, but the actual therapy session. So I'd have definitely highly recommend. Now, let me tell you, art therapy, it is a little expensive because you do have to provide your materials. So it's not just paints and chalk and color pencils and crowns. type of thing. So just letting you guys know, the more you do the art therapy, and that's good for a lot of times. It's good for adults, you know. And again, those who may be grieving, those who have maybe lost, um, you know, separated from the divorce or whatever the case may be, you know. And so Jasmine obviously is 9 years old, but Jasmine will be growing up. You know, Jasmine will continue growing up, and you know, will become an adult, right? And so certain things that I don't want her to have boiled inside of her, like, and not build up. So those are the type of conversations I have with her. So that's the reason why I put down at first art therapy. I was so excited, and this happened, and I was like, oh my goodness, well, I already announced that I'm going to do art therapy, but and then I was like, but art therapy is still a great source, great resource for individuals who all have autism, who need to express some things, but the communication is limited. So she loves arts. She loves to draw. So that is a great opportunity. An awesome. You know, like it doesn't have to be like sometimes they have an iPad and you just move your, you know, the pad part of the, you know, put your finger on the pad or the mouse on the pad and then you create something. You could do that. Okay, they don't have to actually hold a pencil if they are unable to do so. A lot of technology, a lot of devices. So the simple fact that art therapy um, supports individuals with autism, okay, with, you know, like I said, enhancing communication through creative expression, you know, the ability to build stronger relationships while encouraging children with autism to see other people's perspectives, right? And so on. Okay. Now, of course, how to get started with art therapy. The very first thing is um, health insurance. So, my health insurance did cover my health insurance um, was not able to provide people close to home. So just be mindful that it's like limited information. Okay. Just looking down here. So it's just so important to be open to those type of things like art therapy, music therapy, you know, just expressing themselves, dance therapy. Come on now, you guys. And we could do that as parents at home. We can play different music. Here's my preschool moment. We can play different music, different genres, different types, and then we could talk about how did it, what, you know, oh, you hear this? It's like you know, a low tone. It's not really up to beat. Like what type of emotions do you feel? Like understanding about expression and feelings of individuals. Um, you know, and so it's so important to really be mindful of that and to know that everyone feels and have the right. They have a right to feel like that, but to do it in a healthy way. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So anyway, this is almost my 20-minute mark. I hope that you guys kind of know about art therapy a little bit more. Highly recommend it. Definitely highly recommend it. I really want her to have another art therapist a little bit later on. Gotta like put some money down to really have art materials. It is a little expensive. I'm just letting you know, But some places they actually do provide the services, like grants and scholarships. So definitely, um, check those things out around your. You can go on Autism Speaks. Definitely, they do have resources already available for you to look at for scholarships and resources and funding. Maybe I could do that too, and I can get funds through that to help support the materials. But I and like she wanted like a different particular paper for, it's so it was a lot of money putting down, and I was like, oh my goodness, it's a lot. I never really thought about it. Um, I thought it was like, oh, regular paper, but it wasn't. More, it was more to it. But I definitely highly recommend you look into art therapy strategies, and maybe implementing that at home with your child. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense, you guys. Definitely check out Daniel the Tiger or Elmo and talk about emotions, or any other people talk about emotions. So, anyway, tomorrow is sign language, you guys. Now, I've been trying to get someone to come on sign language. So, we might have to watch a video, but I will definitely talk to you about sign language tomorrow evening. Okay. And I'm just letting you guys know that um, May, I am looking for parents and therapists who are interested in coming on to my show, which will be more than 20 minutes. Obviously, it'll be like literally like up to an hour show. So if you want to come on in May. And June, July, August, it is summer break. Summer break we will resume on September. So we will have April, we will finish off April, we will do May, and then we will have summer break June, July, and August. Enjoy that summer. I will, you know, I surely will. And then September we will resume back to the new school year. So it's awesome, you guys. All right, until tonight, tomorrow night, have an awesome rest of the night, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.